10 Forgotten Performance Legends of the 1970s. These are rare, underrated, or often overlooked cars from the 70s that packed serious performance but didn't always get the spotlight. Here's the list with detailed descriptions, each in about 10 sentences. 1971. Jensen Interceptor SP UK. The Jensen Interceptor SP was a British Grand Tourer with American muscle under the hood. It came equipped with a massive 7.2-liter Chrysler 5.8 engine, producing 385 horsepower in the SP version. It featured the rare 6-pack triple carburetor setup, usually reserved for Mopars. This made it one of the most powerful British cars of its era. Despite its luxury image, it had real performance chops. 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 6.9 seconds. It featured a hand-built body, leather interior, and a rear hatch design years ahead of its time. The SP was a limited edition, with fewer than 250 units made. It had serious weight, but the torque made up for it on the highway. Many people wrote it off as a cruiser, but it could genuinely move. Today, it remains a rare and intriguing blend of European design and American firepower. 2. 1973 Isolele Sport, Italy. The Isolele was a unique Italian GT that blended style, luxury, and muscle. It was powered by a Chevy 5.7-liter V8 or a Ford 5.8-liter V8, making up to 360 horsepower in sport trim. Designed by Marcello Gandini of Lamborghini Miura fame, the car had bold, angular styling. While it looked like a pure luxury coupe, its performance numbers were serious. It could go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 6.5 seconds. ISO only made around 285 Lille models, making it a rare gem. The sport version had a unique dashboard, beefier suspension, and louder exhaust. It was meant to compete with the likes of Ferrari and Maserati, but never quite found its market. Today, it's almost forgotten, but it's an Italian-American hybrid worth remembering. It's one of the most underappreciated GTs of the 70s. 3. 1975 Pontiac Ventura Sprint, USA. The Pontiac Ventura Sprint was the GTO's quieter cousin, but it wasn't all looks. Equipped with the 350 or optional 400 V8, it delivered solid muscle car performance in a compact frame. It was often overshadowed by its more aggressive GM siblings like the Camaro and Firebird. But the Ventura had lighter weight and similar engine options, giving it sleeper potential. The Sprint package included sporty styling, rally wheels, and a tighter suspension. While horsepower numbers had dropped due to emissions regulations, torque was still strong. It could hold its own in street racing circles with the right tuning. The car looked modest, which helped it fly under the radar. Most people mistook it for a basic compact, but it had serious heart. In the hands of enthusiasts, it became a surprising performer. 4. 1974 Mazda RX4 Coupe, Japan. The RX4 Coupe was Mazda's stylish Wankel-powered cruiser of the 1970s. It came with the 13B rotary engine, producing around 110 to 125 horsepower, but revving to the moon. The lightweight and quick-revving engine gave it a fun, agile driving experience. With rear-wheel drive and a 5-speed manual, it was a real driver's car. The RX4 looked more mature than the RX3, appealing to buyers who wanted a rotary with refinement. Its unique engine sound set it apart from any American or European competitor. While not a straight-line monster, it was quick in the twisties. Mazda offered some wild colors and interiors, adding to its flair. Despite its fun factor, it faded into obscurity due to reliability concerns and low production numbers outside Japan. Today, it's a rotary-powered icon that deserves more love. 5. 1972 Ford Taunus GXL Coupe, Germany. This German-built Ford looked like a European Mustang, and kind of acted like one too. The GXL Coupe variant had sportier styling and was often equipped with the 2.3-liter V6 Cologne engine. While modest by American standards, it delivered a satisfying punch in a light chassis. The Taunus was Ford's mid-size platform for Europe, but the GXL Coupe gave it muscle car vibes. Inside, it had plush velour seats, a sporty dash, and a floor shifter. It handled better than most American coupes of the time thanks to its smaller size and European tuning. The styling turned heads with its fastback lines and chrome accents. It was a hit in Germany, but almost unknown elsewhere. Only a few GXL coupes survive today, making it a rare find. It's a hidden gem for fans of Euro-American hybrids. In addition to its sleek styling, the GXL trim came with unique badging, wood-grain interior accents, and optional vinyl roofs, which added to its premium feel. The front end featured dual round headlights and a bold grille that gave it an assertive, American-inspired face. Its V6 engine, known for its smoothness and reliability, was a popular upgrade from the standard four-cylinder. Though the performance wasn't blistering, it had enough grunt to make spirited driving enjoyable, especially on winding European roads. Ford offered both manual and automatic transmissions, but enthusiasts preferred the four-speed manual for maximum control. Its rear-wheel drive layout and well-balanced chassis made it surprisingly nimble for a mid-size car of the era. The GXL also featured disc brakes up front, improving stopping power and safety. Despite being built in Germany, many components were shared with other European Fords, making maintenance relatively easy. In motorsport circles, the Taunus never gained major attention, but private racers occasionally campaigned it in touring car events. Today, restored examples are sought after by collectors who appreciate its rarity, retro charm, and its unique position as a bridge between European finesse and American boldness. 6. 1976 Chevrolet Chevet GP2 Brazil. This Brazilian market Chevet was nothing like the economy car Americans remember. The GP2 was a rare factory-tuned version with sporty upgrades and a surprisingly aggressive look. It came with a 1.4-liter or 1.6-liter engine, but in lightweight form and with better gearing, it was nimble and fun. The biggest appeal wasn't straight-line speed, it was how it handled tight corners and city streets. Visually, it had bold stripes, flared arches, and fog lights that made it stand out. It was intended to be a mini muscle car for the Brazilian youth market. Inside, it got a sports steering wheel, upgraded seats, and a rally-style dash. Very few were produced, and even fewer survive in good shape. Today, it's a cult classic in South America. It proved that even a Chevette could have some attitude. 7. 1972 Monte Verdee High-Speed 375L, Switzerland. Monte Verdee was a Swiss luxury brand few have heard of, but the 375L was its flagship Grand Tourer. Powered by a Chrysler 7.2-liter V8, it had around 375 horsepower and effortless highway speed. The body was designed by Pietro Frua, with sharp lines and a classy presence. The interior was pure elegance, leather, wood, and bespoke Swiss craftsmanship. It could hit 60 miles per hour in under 7 seconds, despite being a luxury cruiser. The car was extremely expensive in its day, and only a few hundred were built. It wasn't marketed for performance, but its speed and power were undeniable. It had a long wheelbase and soft suspension, yet the V8 roar gave it real personality. Monte Verdee never gained mass recognition, especially outside Europe. But the 375-liter remains one of the classiest muscle luxury blends of the era. The 375-liter stood out not just for its power, but for the sheer exclusivity and craftsmanship that went into each unit. Unlike mass-produced luxury cars, each Monte Verdee was assembled by hand, making every example slightly unique. The dashboard featured intricate wood veneers and precision Swiss gauges, more akin to a high-end timepiece than a car. It offered amenities such as power windows, air conditioning, and plush carpeting, rare luxuries for the early 70s. Its massive engine came with Chrysler's TorqueFlite automatic transmission, delivering smooth and refined acceleration. 8. 1970. Vauxhall Fiosax 490 FD, UK. This sporty version of the Vauxhall Victor was built in Britain but had global intentions. The FD Generation VX490 had a 2.0-liter inline-4 with twin Stromberg carbs, making about 104 horsepower. That might not sound like much, but the car was lightweight and very well balanced. It came with upgraded suspension and a close-ratio manual gearbox. Visually, it had quad headlights, a unique grille, and sportier trim. The FD design was futuristic for its time, inspired by American muscle car shapes. Inside, it had a driver-focused dash with round gauges and bucket seats. It was aimed at enthusiasts who wanted performance without high insurance costs. While it was a hit in the UK, it was nearly unknown elsewhere. Today, it's a rare piece of British performance history. 9. 1971. Chrysler Valiant Charger RT E38, Australia. An Aussie legend, the Valiant Charger E38 was a local beast with international potential. It had a 265 cubic inch 4.3-liter straight-six engine with triple Webers, making 280 horsepower. That gave it one of the best power-to-weight ratios of any muscle car of the era. It wasn't a V8, but it didn't need to be. The torque was immense. The Charger's body was compact, muscular, and aggressive. The RTE 38 came with unique striping, rally wheels, and performance suspension. It became famous for its Bathurst racing success and raw driving experience. While it was built for Australia, collectors worldwide now seek it out. It's often called the best-handling muscle car of its time. 10. 1977. Toyota Celica Liftback GT, Japan. The first-gen Celica Liftback GT looked like a mini Mustang and was just as fun to drive. Powered by the 2.0-liter 18RG twin-cam engine in Japan, it offered solid power and high-revving thrills. The GT trim came with a 5-speed manual and upgraded suspension for a sportier ride. It was light, agile, and handled beautifully on twisty roads. The fastback styling gave it serious street presence, especially in metallic paint with racing stripes. While US models were detuned, JDM versions packed real punch. The interior had a sporty steering wheel, full gauges, and snug seats. Toyota built it with quality and balance in mind, and it showed. It wasn't quite a muscle car, but it was a Japanese take on one. Today, it's gaining classic status and respect among enthusiasts.